Okay guys, hello, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's obviously just Cameron here, and today I thought we're going to try something a little bit different. I know I've been doing quite a lot of reactions have been my main focus, but I've just realised that you guys don't really know everything about me yet. So I want to do a few videos to give you the chance to kind of get to know me as a person, and you guys can kind of see what I'm like and what my personality is, and you know, what my likes and my dislikes and things like that, because I feel like once you know the person behind YouTube and you know what they're like, you know, you can make some other connections that you wouldn't have normally made from just watching reaction videos. So today I am going to be answering the questions from the Get to Know Me tag that I have just looked up. I think this has been done by quite a lot of other people. So I decided just to do it for myself so you guys can get to know me, also to have a little bit of different content on the channel. So without further ado, I have the questions written on my phone here, as you can see. And we're going to get through answering one by one each of these questions. Okay, question number 1. What is your middle name? Well, if you guys don't know, my middle name is Matthew. My full name being Cameron Matthew Deacon. Yes, that's what I was named as by my lovely mother, and that's how I shall be forever known. And I have no problem with that. So that's the first question. Question number Question number dux, or 2 in English. What is your favorite color? That's an interesting one. For me, I would say blue. Maybe like a kind of lighter blue. But I'm not sure. I've never really had a favorite color. But I have like colors that I gravitate towards, like the blues, the pinks, the purples. So kind of like in that area is where my kind of favorite colors lie. I like quite palette-y, kind of, you know, nothing too in your face. I like it to be quite, you know, bland and kind of, not bland. What am I talking about today? I like it to be quite, I don't know, well meshed, as in like nothing's too in your face, that kind of thing. Like nothing's too wow, like too bright. I like it bright but not too bright. And I'm not really making a lick of sense, but I'm trying to explain it. Like I like kind of palette colors, like calming kind of thing. So yeah, that was my favorite color. And this is interesting because I don't know what I'm saying, but blue, purple, pink. I like those colors. Who was your first best friend? Who was my first best friend? Well, back in when I was about 5, 6, 7, my friend, she was called Josephine. I met her at school, obviously, when I was that young, in a school locally around me where I am in southwest London. And she was one of my first best friends. And from back in the day, I was always friends with a lot of girls. That seemed to be the thing from what I remember. And that's continued through to this day. Even at university, I was always friends with quite a lot of different girls. Few guys, I have had a few guy mates coming in and then, and some of them have been really close. But it always seems to be a running theme that I had, you know, a lot of girlfriends who were, you know, just friends. Obviously, because I'm gay, you know, I don't really feel that way about girls. So, but it's that thing, like, we had a running joke that a lot of my friends had names beginning with M, and they were all girls. I had like one of them, Mariah, Marika, Marina, Mari. Like a lot of my friends who were girls had a lot of the same letters, and that would always be a running joke. So yeah, but my first best friend was obviously at school when I was very young. We were very close. I'd always go over to her house and things, and you know, back then obviously I didn't know I was gay. So obviously when you're younger, you're like, oh, you know, you always have that kind of close friendships with people at that age, and that was kind of mine with her. So yeah, that was my first best friend. Next question. How tall are you? How tall are you? Okay, so I'm about 5'9", 5'9.5". So for me, I'm at a perfect height. I don't really want to go any taller or any, you know, I don't want to be any shorter. I can't be any shorter because I am my height. But yeah, I'm about 5'9", which I'm really happy with. I'm tall enough to be taller than a few people here and there. So when I'm at clubs, I can still see over a few people's heads, and I'm like, yeah, I can see some people if I need to. But I'm not too tall, so I'm not like 6'1". Like my brother, one of my older brothers, he's about 6 foot, 6'2", and it's just like you look up at them and you're like, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'd like to be that tall, because you feel like, you know, if you get like into the 6 foot somethings, nearly 7 foot, you're always like leaning under doors, and I like the height that I am. I feel like it's perfect for me, and I don't feel like I'd want to be any other way. So I am 5'9". Okay, next question is, do you prefer cats or dogs? If anyone knows me, I have said this in the previous video, I am a complete dog person. I do have a dog myself already who lives at home with my parents, and she is amazing, she's awesome, and I love her. And eventually, now that I'm in my own place, I really do want to get my own dog, and I do prefer smaller breeds of dogs, so like Maltesers, God, Maltese, and those kind of smaller breeds. But I don't mind, obviously, Labradors and things, but I just have to decide what dog I'm going to get if I eventually get one. But I am a huge dog person, I love dogs. And also with the cat thing, I'm allergic to cats. So, because we used to have a cat when I was younger, my mum had one in the family, and we had to give it to my grandma because I was allergic to the cat, and I couldn't be around it because it would make me sneeze and get me snuffly. So obviously I've always gravitated more towards dogs, and yeah, I just love dogs, and I really want a dog myself, and I've just been thinking about it more and more now that I've graduated from university. So who knows, maybe one day, maybe in a few years' time, once I get settled down with work, I'll get a dog, but I am a dog person. So sorry for all the cat lovers out there, but I am a dog person. How many countries have you visited is the next question. I have to think about this. So I've been to America, Spain, France, somewhere up in the kind of islandy areas, I can't remember, so that's another one. That's really specific, Cameron, good for you. Islandy areas, yeah, in the islandy areas, that's gonna be so, oh yeah, it's like Antigua, there we go, I've been up to Antigua. I'm trying to think now if there's any other, see the thing is with me, like, because my parents are getting so much older right now, we haven't been traveling that much, and I have my own health issues, so sometimes it makes traveling a bit more of an issue for me than I like it to, but I do want to travel more in the future. I've had plans of maybe traveling around Europe a bit, you know, with one of my friends, and kind of that thing, because I feel like you need to explore more of the world. I am going up to Scotland this summer to visit some of my relatives. My oldest brother lives up there with his wife and my nephew and my niece, so that'd be cool. I can kind of tick that off, but there are kind of places I do want to visit. I want to visit like Korea, Japan, those kind of oriental countries I would think would be really cool, even like Hawaii. I've always dreamed of having a honeymoon in Hawaii. So it's like those kind of things that I feel like I should have gone to more places, but I haven't. And eventually, maybe when I have my own family in the future, because I really want kids and a husband, I hope that, you know, I'll be able to travel out more and be able to explore the world a bit more. So that's, you know, I haven't been to as much places as I would like to, but, you know, maybe in the future that will change. So have you gone to uni? Yes, I have gone to university. I went to the amazing Roehampton University, and it was absolutely everything. I had such an amazing time there. I have now graduated just recently. I'm having my graduation ceremony soon, and I have graduated with a 2-1, so I'm so excited about that. And now I'm looking towards, I've got my CV at the ready, applying to some post houses, either to, you know, be in like post-production editing. But then I'm that type of person where I have quite a lot of different things that I'm interested in at the same time. So obviously I've got my YouTube with you guys, I've got the post-production editing side that I'm kind of wanting to go in, but I also always have an interest in music because of my family background, and I've wanted to go into the kind of the music video industry, the music industry itself, working as a music video director, or even I have a bit of I am a Catholic at heart, so that is an interesting thing about me is I am gay and I'm also Catholic, so I have wanted to be a preacher, and I'm interested in being a preacher at inclusive churches, so those churches that welcome people of the LGBT community and accept them as I believe they all should always be accepted, because it's about unconditional love. So like I said, that's kind of the things I've honed in on after uni, and uni has kind of really helped me with that, because at uni I directed some documentaries based on those kind of themes in my life, and I really thrived from that, and uni was everything. Roehampton was amazing. I had some of the best times there, met some of the most amazing people, and if any of you guys are watching this who I met at uni, you know that I miss you and I'm always thinking about you. Some of my close friends will know if they're watching this. that I am always thinking about you, and feel free to, you know, come around and have a good time. So yeah, uni was just amazing, and I would not have replaced that experience or, you know, for the world. It was just absolutely everything to me, and it's kind of helped mold me into the guy that I'm becoming and to where I'm going towards in my future. So I'm truly grateful for my time at Roehampton University. Next question is, what was your best and worst subject at school? Oh, this is hands down an easy question. Best subject, media studies. I was one of like the top students in that, A-levels. I got an A star at GCSE, and then I got a B at A-levels, which I was a bit disappointed with. I thought I would get an A, but you know, hey ho, can't control what happens. And then worst subject, hands down, without a doubt, maths. And I'm probably not the only one out here being like, my worst subject is maths. And I mean, yeah, I did not like maths whatsoever. And it only became obvious later when I was diagnosed with learning disabilities. I have a few on organisation and kind of sequencing. So if you say like a long list of things like blah 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 blah, so do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this. For me, I only see the top one and then the bottom one, and the rest all kind of is like a blur. So it will kind of get lost in my mind, and I can't put this to that and this to that. So that would kind of muck me up in maths, and that's why I always struggle so much. And I was lucky enough, thank the Lord, to get a C in maths GCSE, so I never had to do the bloody subject again, which I am so happy about. So I was so thankful for that. Like I just say, sayonara maths, I never have to do you again. So yeah, that was the best subject was media, and my worst subject was maths. And I think that shows that because I did a degree in film, where my strengths lie. I really lie in creative arts, and that's why I enjoy doing YouTube so much, because it's a way for me to express myself to you guys and kind of make what I want and explore different areas of like film and music, and just being able to release my creativity is who I am as a person. So those were the best and worst subjects I have done or I was at school. So my favourite drink is the next question. Favourite drink would have to be orange juice. I think anyone who knows me, even if I'm sober or when I used to drink, I would always drink vodka and orange, vodka OJ, obviously because I was at uni, but I have stopped drinking, so now I just stick to plain orange juice. But yeah, hands down, orange juice is my favourite drink, apart from water, obviously, because who doesn't like water? Water is refreshing as hell, especially in this hot weather at the moment, this summer. But yeah, orange juice is my favourite drink. Can't get enough of it. I love it, it's refreshing. You know, it does me well, especially for my blood sugar, because I'm a type 1 diabetic, so often I need to have orange juice when I'm exercising to kind of balance out my blood sugar. And yeah, it's that kind of thing that when I was at clubs, like last night I went out clubbing with a couple of my friends, and I always order kind of big pints of orange juice, and people were like, why are you ordering a big pint? And there's like, they don't know that I'm actually constantly, when I'm out, I'm monitoring my blood sugar, which I do on this kind of tester here. I don't know if you can see it. That's my blood sensor, and it helps me monitor and check my blood sugar. I don't have the sensor with me right now. It's up in my room. So yeah, that's why orange juice is also, you know, I drink it constantly when I'm out, and it's just a nice drink anyway. So yeah, orange juice is my favorite drink. Favorite animal is the next question. Favorite animal. You know, to be honest, I don't really know. I tried to think back of like what I did like, and because I used to have a lot of like, obviously, Beanie Babies as a kid. Like that was my kind of one true thing. I love to collect Beanie Babies, and I had the most massive collection, and obviously it was all animals. So when I try to think back of what was my favorite animal, probably either like maybe a tiger or like a penguin. Kind of that. My spirit animal, I've always said with my mum, my spirit animal is a dove, and that's what I've decided on, because I've always thought about getting a tattoo of like, based off the church that I go to, of kind of on my arm here, or like up here somewhere, of a kind of circular thing with a dove form in it that was in the kind of the altar of the church that I go to. So it has some significance to me, and also the meaning that I looked up of a dove very much reflects who I am as a person, and that kind of whole thing of peace and love and unity. And you guys know me for now. You should, if you follow me on Twitter and if you follow me on Instagram, you guys will get an even clearer picture. I will put my links to Twitter and Instagram below, so you can go and do that. And obviously, I'm welcoming of all people who follow me, and I'm extremely thankful for anyone who do. So yeah, I'd say tiger, penguins, maybe dove as well, and then my spirit animal being a dove.